I would advise that if you're just starting out too. Oh, Alright, you can't see that, but it's 35 degrees. It's always different. It's a surprise sometimes. Sometimes we keep it plugged in longer than others. Sometimes we forget to plug it in at all. But it's anywhere from 40 to 33 is I think the lowest. 32 is the lowest. But it keeps it fun. Never know what it's gonna be. Keeps you guessing, keeps you on your toes. I've been getting a bunch of requests lately to talk about plunging. And I like to speak on how I do it, why I do it, and what I feel like I'm getting from it. First off, I wear socks because Kelly, my fiance slash girlfriend slash roommate slash house partner slash life partner, she had real problems with her feet getting numb and staying numb, so she started wearing wool socks, and it really helped her. So I was like, fuck it, let me try. Nobody likes to have stinging, aching, cold feet if they don't have to. So it helps. I wear wool socks. We wear wool socks. It's a game changer. So as soon as you get in, you're gonna have your body's gonna have a fight or flight response to it. There's gonna be a moment where a dump of adrenaline gets put into your body, and it's a very crucial time for you to find your breath and acclimate, and when you do that, you're rewiring your brain to handle stress better in everyday life. So this is the training ground for managing and mitigating stress. So as soon as you get in, it's going to be a punch to the face. Just deal with it, and then oh fuck, I forgot my timer. I'll be right back. Don't let that sun deceive you. It is, what's the temperature here today? 34 degrees right now, 33 degrees in Lynchburg. Although the sun does feel nice. I would, if you've never done it before, I would stay closer to 40 degrees, and I would start with 2 to 3 minutes. From what I understand, the science says that you want to get at least 11 minutes a week to get the full range of benefits. Which, I mean, the list, just Google or YouTube cold plunging benefits, and I mean, you could probably read for 15-20 minutes what they are. But once I get in, I'll tell you what it's done for me. But I'm to the point now where I'm doing 4 minutes every morning, Monday through Friday typically. 4 minutes at whatever temperature it is. Like I said, it's always a surprise. But here we go. Alright, so if you want to buy a commercial plunge, you're looking at $1,000 minimum. And there's reasons for doing it that way, and whatever, teach their own. I decided to buy a deep freezer, 16 cubic feet or 15 cubic feet. It's working fine so far. I am starting to notice that a little water is getting in between the lining of the freezer. I don't know what that means or how long my freezer is going to last me, but I've been using it for about 8 months now, every day, and I'm just now starting to see that there might be a problem. So I might be upgrading soon. Or if there's any plunge company out there that'd like to sponsor me, that would be amazing. But not likely. I don't have many followers and whatever. But so what it's done for me, I learned to mitigate stress pretty well in the Marine Corps. There's a reason why the drill instructors will scream at you and do all this stuff, and they just try to create, a very hectic situation, and it's just for you to learn how to deal with decision making under stress. And I've always been pretty good at that since the Marine Corps, but this definitely has helped. Like I said, when you get in, it shocks your system. A lot of people hyperventilate. Some people stop breathing altogether. But it's very important to find your breath and keep focus on it the entire time you're in here. Typically, I'm very introspective. I don't do a lot of talking. I don't interact with people. I just sit here and I let everything do what it's supposed to do. But what I'll say that I've noticed over the 7-8 months that we've been doing this religiously is that a lot of the residual pain that I accumulated over my time in the Marine Corps, ankles, knees, lower back, stuff that was really debilitating to the point where I had to buy a cane this last year and needed help getting out of bed sometimes. That's been non-existent for the duration of my cold plunging experience. It's a game changer. My body feels better than it ever has, honestly, and my ability to manage stress, I'm repeating myself because it's fucking freezing. My body's starting to shiver because I'm not being as introspective as I usually am. But whatever mood I'm in when I get in is completely different when I get out most of the time. It's better than any coffee, any cocaine, any drug that I've ever had in my entire life. It's a shock to your system, and there's nothing like it. Also, I just learned on Huberman, my time is up. I've just done 4 minutes. I always stay in a little bit longer because it takes me about 5 to 10 seconds to get in. So I always stay just a little bit longer to make sure that I've hit my 4 minutes. But I just learned on Huberman that there's a part of the brain that is directly related to our will to live. And you flex that muscle and you grow that muscle and you work it out by doing things that you don't want to do. And this is one thing that I don't ever want to do. There's no day that I wake up where I'm looking forward to getting in here. It's just something that's on my to-do list now, and I have to knock it out. The days that I don't knock it out, I feel like I've cheated myself. I feel like I'm getting away with something, and I don't feel as good. As soon as I knock this out of my list and I've done it, which is typically first thing in the morning, I'm ready to go. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself, and all it takes is a little bit of willpower and some cold water. So I would recommend that anybody who is looking to add something to their regiment, to their life, that is going to bring you value and just an overall sense of accomplishment and a laundry list of benefits, I would say get you a cold plunge. Start getting in. It's that simple. Yeah. I had a comment today. Ew, wet socks. Yeah. It's annoying to have wet socks, but my feet feel amazing. My hands are fucking numb right now. They were already kind of cold before I got in, so I definitely didn't do myself any favors. My brother, who was a Marine, he did a cold weather package in Norway. He said one of the best ways to get your hands warm is to whip all the blood back down into them. So this one's for you, Josh. I would advise that if you're just starting out too, that you follow Wim Hof. Check out some of his videos and some of the things that he's put out on breathing techniques. There's definitely breathing techniques that make this a lot easier. My neighbor thinks I'm crazy. George is 86, 87 years old. Sometimes I look over and I can see him watching me from his window, just shaking his head. And then he'll come out and he'll yell at me to put on his shoes and clothes and stop being such a fucking dumbass. He doesn't say that. He doesn't cuss. But he says that I might be one of the craziest people he's ever met. And I said, no. I said, no, George. I'm not crazy. I will say this, though. This was the first year that Kelly and I both did not get sick. So yes, cold plunging is amazing. I recommend it for everybody. Get out there, do it, and just breathe. Since I've been doing the plunging, of course I feel so much better, and for obvious reasons. There's tons of scientific evidence that shows that getting in cold water is so good for you. But just working that part of the brain too, of constantly doing something that I don't want to do, has made me feel so good. But just posting it online and not necessarily trying to be motivation for other people, but it's a good side effect. I get a lot of messages from people that I don't know at all, complete strangers, and people that I've known for a good portion of my life, saying that me posting it motivates them to keep getting in the plunge, because we all know how good it is for us to do this, but it fucking sucks. So there's plenty of days, almost every day, that you don't want to get in. But when you record it and you post it and you see your friends doing it, there's something that makes you want to do it. But I will say that the days that I record myself doing it are so much easier than the days that I don't. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why. Because I know that I've got evidence of me either being a little bitch about it or just sucking it up and doing it. So even if I don't show the video to anyone, there is proof of how I act, react, and handle myself in that situation. And it just makes it easier. It makes it easier to record it. And then you've got proof, and then you can post it, and then you get so much love and support from everyone. And it motivates them to do it, and then they do it, and it remotivates you, and it motivates new people, and it's just this beautiful ripple effect that just transcends everything. And we're all getting healthier and happier together, and it's a beautiful thing. So however you got to do it, just do it. Start in the cold shower, get you a bucket, fill it up, throw some ice in it, buy you a freezer, DIY it, spend a bunch of money on a commercial plunge. Whatever you got to do, just do it. Typically, I don't stand here and just shiver. I go right into doing my 100 squats and my 100 push-ups. And I let my body warm up just like that. And I'm going to do that, but y'all don't want to see that. But I do it. So, on that note, just plunge, motherfuckers.